I need to talk louder?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's loud.
Do I need to be closer to you? Can we be like this?
No, we can't be like that. Yeah, we can be like that. All right, number 1, Cam Kugler. What do your kids think of Larson?
He's part of the family. He's been around forever. Like, he's always just been here.
He's always been at the house.
Every day?
Yeah. So
he's just another person here?
Yeah. Pretty much. Although it's funny, like...
Do they like him? Yes.
Yes. He's just like, he's furniture. They don't really, I mean, he's like a chair they say hi to. Because it's not like they really interact with him all that much.
They used to when they were little babies.
Yeah, but now they're all old and weird. So.
They don't interact with anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Here we go. Spade the Ace. Steve, do Lacey's kids call you dad? If so, how long did it... No, they don't call me dad.
They don't. But when they were little... we had his niece here all the time, and she calls him Uncle Steve. And so the kids would call him Uncle Steve, and then he'd get mad and be like, I'm not your uncle.
No, I wouldn't get mad at them. I would get mad at my dad because my dad would like perpetuate that. He'd say, hey, does Uncle Steve blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, Dad, why are you're just making it worse. No, I've never been comfortable with that, mainly because the kids have relationships with their dads. It's not like their dads are gone or anything. They have relationships with their actual dads. And I've always you know, not everybody feels this way, and I respect anybody else's whatever. For me personally, I find it kind of disrespectful if I were to come into their lives, hey, now call me dad, when they have like normal relationships with their dad. That relationship is
They just call him Steven or Steve.
Mur calls me Steven. The rest call me Steve. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't call you Steve. I call you Steven.
No, I know. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know why. Scott Craig wants to know, where in Arkansas is Lacey from? You're actually from Arkansas.
I'm not from Arkansas. Like, my family homesteaded there and like a long time ago. And then when I was in high school, I got in trouble. My dad was living in Arkansas at the time on the property, and my mom said that I need to go live there for a year. So I had to go live, and it was Green Forest, Arkansas, by Berryville and right by Missouri. So I don't know. We used to go to like Fayetteville and Branson, we used to go up there all the time because it's like right there.
I like that you got sent there. That's my dad's favorite story about you, is that you got sent to Arkansas because you were a troublemaker.
I was. And my mom was like, you can't do nothing out there. Yeah. I still got in trouble in my own way, but not as bad as I was here.
Yeah. I lived in Arkansas too, but it was like suburban Little Rock. So
yeah, no, I lived on a gravel road, like straight up well water, so it smelled like rotten eggs. Like, we had to boil our water. It was way out in the country. There was only like, I don't know, a gas station and like one little diner area.
Right.
Like, it was legit.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, but it was so much fun. Like,
you got to go back last year too.
I did. I want to buy like a place out there so I can go.
A little time. You want to just escape out there?
Yeah, I wanted, like, we could do summers or winters or something out there. I just want to go back because that's where like our family like is from. Like, the whole road was our family. Like, it was the two uncles that lived on there. It was my grandparents' place at first. So it's all carpenters. All of them live on that property. So
let's see here. Ezra Zealous says, I know Steve said that he had already come to think that he was going to die alone before I met you. He says, but how did you both know?
He still might.
Well, the funny thing is, in the comments, somebody, or in response to this, somebody says, we all die alone. It's not a field trip.
Exactly.
Let's see here. He said, but how did you both know you wanted to be with each other for the rest of your lives?
Like, there was no, we didn't even want to get married. Like, you weren't even caring about getting married. I was like, whatever, I've done it before.
Yeah.
And we weren't going to do that. But then we were just like, it's just the next step. So that's just what we did. And I couldn't imagine not being with you.
Yeah.
Like, that would be weird. Like, we want to die in an old folks home, like, at the same time. You hear those stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the one dies and then the other dies, like, at the same time.
I know.
That's what our goal is.
I always get misty when I think about that.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just one of those things where we never got tired of being around each other.
We still don't. It's been, like, forever. What, 8 years?
It's been 8 years now.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it was, it was just that. I'm trying to think. I had something to actually say. Getting married was more, like you said, it was kind of just the next step, but also it was like, well, let's have a party.
Yeah, because we were throwing parties at the time, and we're like, let's have a
big party,
big huge party, and it was awesome at a movie theater. And it was so great.
Oh, you'll like this question from Charlie Mercury. If you had 24 hours to do anything you wanted and completely get away with it, like the Purge, what would you do? So for one thing, if it was the Purge situation, we would go on. I wouldn't go out and do bad things. I would just make sure that we were locked down here.
I know what I mean? He likes to be home. He's not going out. Are you crazy? What the break? He's like, my stuff is secure.
That I know. Well, my family's secure. That's what I would do. But if they, if it was like 24 hours, if they said, hey, Steve, 24 hours, you can do whatever you want.
Like mayhem.
I would go to Fry's and buy and just take.
Buy? I like that he's a buy. He's like, I wouldn't do anything bad. I'd literally go give them my money. I'm like, you can do that now.
I know.
Like, you can go to Fry's and buy stuff if you want.
I would go take a bunch of stuff for free. I would go steal a bunch of computer stuff, nerdy things. I don't know what I would do. I'd go to the strip club and touch everybody.
Would you?
For free. I'd get free feels. Exactly.
What a prevert. What a prevert. I'm sure you would still have repercussions of that because it's like...
No, it's 24 hours. You can do whatever you want and no repercussions. That's the thing. So I go like that. I'd be touching buttholes and stuff.
Whoa! Listen to this guy.
Right
really?
In the butthole? Yeah.
Oh,
well, repercussions. Yeah, repercussions. What would you do if you had 24 hours?
I don't know. I'd probably steal a bunch of cars and like alcohol. I would revert back to my high school years.
You would steal a car. So let's think that one through. You'd steal let's say you'd stole 3 cars, 3 really cool cars. You brought them home. When the 24-hour period is over,
I wouldn't come home. I'd be out doing mayhem stuff. I would be like,
oh, so you'd steal them to go do mayhem, but you wouldn't bring them home.
No.
Okay, all right.
No, and then I don't know. Go pick up people and like my friends, and I'm like, let's go. You'd be in there too.
I'd be there with you. Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
And then I don't know, we'd go come on, let's go up to this store and steal crap in there, and just get everything I could in these cars.
And then, but you'd have to then bring the cars home and unload them, right?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't come home until the 24 hours, and I'd probably be like, game over.
Yeah, you just park nearby.
It's like a video game where you collect, and I collect all this stuff.
And then you'd park. Yeah, what you do is you'd park across the street, and then if somebody in end of the 24 hours, that'll just be your stockpile. And if somebody comes and takes the cars back, whatever, that's fine, no big loss.
But if not, then it's all good.
I'm just gonna keep on taking from these cars. Yeah, no, I got you.
You like it?
I like that. That works.
Okay,
that's good. All right, let's see. I put up a thread also on the Patreon because in the YouTube comments there aren't that many. A lot of responses, not
many questions.
Let's see here. TGX. What are the strangest, most obscure celebrity comparisons you two have ever gotten?
I won't even tell you.
You get pissed when people say that she looks like Amy Schumer sometimes, which I don't even think is the case. I think the shape of your head kind of a little bit.
I'm like, okay, now I have to be on a diet. And not saying that she's heavy, but that means that my face is getting puffy, so I need to handle it. And then I've gotten, when I was younger, it was Evan Rachel Wood. Right. And then I've gotten Kirsten Dunst because I don't know why. And those are the 3 that people have said. This guy, people say Mark Wahlberg. Yeah,
everybody says Mark Wahlberg. And then, we were having dinner at the 2K event, and this YouTuber named Will Power turned to me and says, "Has anybody ever told you you look like Mark Wahlberg?" And I was like, "Yeah, I get that." Would you? So annoying. Come over here. Come here, see mommy. See mommy. Come here.
Would you stop it? It's because we're so close together.
I know, she hates that.
I think that's what our marriage is like. We're still good and happy because we can never be together because we have our dog.
I know.
And then our baby doesn't want us to hug.
Yeah.
Or people keep us apart.
Yeah.
So it brings us together. If that makes sense.
Alex C says, could a team of Steve and Gypsy beat the team of Lacey and all the kids?
Gypsy's hella mean, dude.
It
Why can't Gypsy be on my side and you and the kids?
It depends if Gypsy is willing. If Gypsy was like out of her mind, like rabid, and didn't understand, because she's protective of the kids.
Yeah, she's cool with the kids. So
she doesn't like us like hugging. Like she'll bark and like try to lightly bite me. But yeah, talk about who would win and why. I'm gonna let Gypsy.
Well, I think it would be me and the kids because Gypsy's not gonna attack us. If it was like against somebody, we had teams against people, then Gypsy would win.
Oh yeah,
not
for
Steven,
sure. Yeah. Jason the cabbie, do either of you deal with any mental health issues like anxiety, and how do you deal with the other when going through a cycle of it?
Oh yeah, I have like panic. I used to have panic attacks and have really bad anxiety, but since I've been with Steven, I don't really have that because I feel like he's my protector and that I'll be okay. And like if something was to happen, like if I said, oh my gosh, I'm having a panic attack, he would be there with me, and then I feel all comforted.
Oh,
I know.
That's nice. I know. See, I'm the cure for anxiety.
He is like legit. Like I don't have it. And sometimes I tell him, like, if I do, it's usually when I'm driving alone, I'll call him and just be like, just talk to me. And then it's good. And we're fine.
I know. I didn't even realize that was like an anxiety thing until like really, really later on.
Yeah.
I think you told me like years later.
I would be like, just talk. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like,
I don't know.
okay.
Doing wrestling stuff, wrestling podcast.
Okay, I gotta go. And I'm like, no, not now.
Dan Olding, which of you would rather Alabama take after be like when she's at school?
She's literally Steven, so it's like I don't have a choice on that.
Yeah.
That's just what she is. She's literally Steven. Like she trolls
Yeah.
everybody. Like you try to do anything and
Yeah.
she's just like she thinks it's hilarious to make it hard. Whatever it is.
I know. It's the worst.
Like give me a kiss and she'll be like, no. Like I'll come close to you and then I'm gonna laugh because it's not gonna happen. Anything.
I know. She's definitely me. So there's no choice there. She's
gonna be class clown.
But I always had good grades in school, so
yeah, I think she's
she'll take
super
out
smart, like on reading and doing her numbers. She can count up to what, 15?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So that's impressive.
She's a bright
It's only
little kid.
2.5, so.
The excellence of flexecution. Where does Lacey get her slang from? For example, hella J chillin', hella knacks, knacker news.
Those are the things that we made up. A lot
Where
of
do
them.
we get knacker from? I mean, that's just a normal
When I was
phrase,
in
isn't it?
Arkansas, I would say hella, and like I would say that's hella cool, and this one guy would always be like, "That's hell of cool."
Hell
cool,
hell of
because
cool, yeah.
they don't. He didn't
Hell
know.
of cool. Jason the Cabbie again. What's your silliest, most irrational pet peeve? I know what mine is. I have several.
He always has pet peeves. Like he's very.
When we're sitting there watching the show and you start chomping your nails, you're the loudest nail chomper in history.
I can't help it.
It's like it makes me anxious.
Well,
That
I
gives
deal
me
with
anxiety.
mail all the time, and my hands are dry, and I just can't help it. And then, like
Sucks.
when I do the tape, we don't have a good tape dispenser, so I use my nail, so it's all like ragged. So I like just bite on it. I can't help
stand
it.
Don't like it.
Pet peeve is his yawn. It's really obnoxious and loud and annoying. Yeah, I hate that. And Bama does the same thing, like, because she sees him do it, and it's so annoying. Now I have it twice.
My other pet peeve is when people ask me what I'm doing.
Oh, I ask him what I was doing all
Because
the time.
It's always, so what are we doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you?
He walks
What are
around
you
the
doing?
house and I'm like, what are you doing?
What does it matter what I'm doing?
Because I want
I'm
to know
not
what
anywhere.
you're doing.
I'm not
You're,
going
like,
anywhere.
Lingering about. Like you're just walking. Where are you going? What are you doing?
No way.
Nothing.
Man. Brock without the K. Lesnar. Favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? What's your favorite movie with him in it?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. Oh, your dad would say Twins.
That's literally like my dad's second favorite movie.
I haven't really watched any. I guess Total Recall, because that would be like the one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one. I think mine is Predator. It's Predator. I think it's Predator.
Yeah.
Predator's a great one.
Forgot about that.
Let's see here. Are there any TGX? Are there any food-based habits that Steve has that you hate? Like chewing with my mouth open. I don't really do that. I'm not like gross when I eat. I don't think. I'm like, bleh.
No, he doesn't do anything. He's just normal.
I eat normal.
I can't think of anything that you do that's annoying with your food.
Oh, here we go. Patrick Sparks. What's your fondest memories with pets? What are your favorite Gypsy, Turbo, or any childhood pet memories?
Turbo was so old and he was so obsessed with food. And it's not my favorite memory, but I do miss it. He'd come up and he'd be like he's going into like seizures because he wants your food.
Having a stroke because of the food.
But my favorite, like my funniest, is when like Steven would make a sandwich and he'd set it down to go get milk, and then he'd come back and Turbo has it on the floor half eaten, and he's like, "What the heck? You just stole my sandwich! I just made it." You'd be so mad, but it's kind of hilarious because he just jacked you. Like Gypsy doesn't do that. Like you can leave whatever down; she'll just sit and look at it. But the saddest thing, because he passed away. I was painting like I was painting like the baseboards or something because there were scuffs on them, and usually when you're doing something, he would just come up like slowly, and I was painting, and I felt like he was there. I like look over and he's like not in my business. I was waiting for his little head to be like in here, like looking to see what I was doing, and he was.
My favorite Turbo memory was just when I lived with my sister in like 2006, after I got like laid off from my bank job, and I came back and I lived with her, he would sleep with me every night in bed, and we would literally just cuddle. He was a cuddler. It was the best. But then when we got Gypsy, because they overlapped a little bit, we got Gypsy. She desperately wanted to cuddle with him, and he would not do it.
He was like, "You're not a person."
Away.
See, he thought he was a person. We'd always say, "Turbo, are you getting your resume ready?" Like, he thought he was a person. He was so cute.
Jack Dolan says, aliens come down to ask you why they should spare Earth. What do you say to save Earth? I would probably say, why would you want to? I would say, go ahead. Just look, take me and my family, but the rest is complete trash.
Wow.
It's just a trash heap.
This is what we got, though.
I would
say, be like proud of what we have.
You know what I would do? I would show them. There's that commercial where it shows like people either helping people, and I forget what the commercial's for, but it's always like I don't know if it's like actual like internet videos that's just happened, or if they're videos that like they manufactured somehow, like but they made it look like that. But like the one where that dude putting the deer over
it was a horse.
The baby horse
over the
fence
thing
where its family was. I would show them all pictures or videos of like people doing good things, because there's like a lot, like there's so much negativity, and like it's easy to get bogged down by it these days, especially.
But people do good things.
I know there's a lot of good people out there.
I know.
So I would just say, look, I know it seems like a cesspool, but there's a lot of good stuff that happens.
Good job.
Just take the jerks. What's a better movie? Kevin Mack wants to know, what's a better movie, Independence Day or Armageddon? Independence Day.
I've only seen Independence Day.
You haven't seen Armageddon?
No.
You're not missing much. It's crap. Here's a good question. Davey Scott. If you knew tomorrow was your last day on Earth, I guess assuming that we didn't save the aliens from sparing it, tomorrow's last day on Earth, how would you spend it?
Oh, I don't know. We'd all be together, our family, and then
Yeah.
I would want to go do something fun.
I think we'd just be here. Because there'd be chaos out there. Like, everybody be crazy.
Would it be everybody's last day or just us?
Oh, that's a good question. If it was your last day, I figured like the entire world was about to burn down. If I knew I was going to die, like in 2 days, and tomorrow's my last day on Earth, I don't know. That bums me out. That's like a bummer of a question. I would just hang out with you guys.
I know.
It's like my favorite thing. Like, we were watching
That's what I'm
Dateline last night. I was like,
thinking.
yeah, I'll just hang out with you
We'd
guys.
all like watch a movie
I
and
would
like
make sure
have
to write-
popcorn and like
Yeah.
like our favorite movies or something.
I would write down all my passwords for all my things
So that
and
we
make
know.
sure that you have them. I would spend all day
Even
just
your private accounts.
I would just spend all day.
Even your
I don't even know. Yeah, my
your
Pornhub.
like your folders,
Yeah,
your weird
all
folders
my
in here.
fat folders. Yeah, yeah, I would do that.
That would be shocking.
I know. It's like me with animals.
I know. I'm like, what is
What
this?
the hell? Why are you doing
I didn't
that?
know.
Why is Gypsy licking your butthole?
This
the
is what
heck
you
are
do
you
in your office.
Doing? That's why her mouth always smells like
Ew,
buttholes,
you're
because
so
it's
gross.
Steve's. What a creep.
You are just disgusting.
If you Jack
Jack
Dolan.
Dolan. I knew it.
If you could skidoo into any picture like Steve from Blue's
Blue's
Clues.
Do 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 do. And then I go. "Doo."
You skidoo. You
Do
can't
do.
do.
And then he's like in the same position. He's canoes. Rosa used to love that
Well,
show, dude.
Because
that was,
there was that Vine of that one dude who skidooed into the Beyonce video. Oh, I'll have to find that. That was funny. You know, Vine was funny. People did some funny things on Vine.
I know. What the heck?
So anyways, if you could skidoo into any picture.
Do do do.
I skidoo. You can't do. Which picture or painting would be the first stop?
Oh my goodness. I don't freaking know.
Oh man, are you kidding me? I'd skidoo into Star Trek. I'd load up Star Trek Next Generation. Skidoo, you can't do. And then I go into and be like, number 1.
I like feel like I'm gonna get backlash for this, but I'd go into the Outlanders because I'm watching that right now.
She seems miserable though. Like, you wouldn't last any better because you literally don't have medical skills.
I do now.
Yeah,
Now that
I'm
I've
watching Outlander. Yeah, exactly.
or Deadwood. That'd be dope. I'd be
Yeah.
drunk all the time. I'd be friends. I would like hook up with Swearingen.
Ew.
Like not hook up. I would be
Yeah.
like in
Oh.
his posse, like somehow.
He'd probably
He
have
would
his
be
posse.
he would R me.
He would definitely are you.
But I'd hope I'd be like Trixie.
I know, you got to try to play it somehow.
Yeah, I would like
You
be
gotta
like Trixie.
Yeah, you got to play politics.
Which I think I could do that well.
I think you probably could.
Yeah.
And anti-Himalaya. Is there a movie, a book, or anything that you both like equally the same? Yeah, I think there's a
There
bunch of
will
them.
be blood.
There Will Be Blood. We both love. That's like
Yeah.
one of our favorites.
That's definite. And we like Deadwood.
Jack Dolan. This is an easy question. Would you rather have diarrhea or be constipated?
Diarrhea all the way.
Okay, so I'll say this.
all the way.
I agree if I'm at home.
That is like, do we have to be walking out with these conditions?
Yeah, that's the thing. If I'm at like a concert or a show, it's constipation because you can't go.
I
So it's
know.
like, okay, well, I'm good for now. Just wait till I get home. I'll take some X-Lax or whatever, and then I'll be good. But diarrhea, you don't want that out and
You
about.
don't want that.
But then if you're at home, you want diarrhea because you just be on your toilet.
Well, like Outlander, remember that King had like you watched like one episode and the guy had constipation. They never resolved that, and that bugs me.
That's annoying, huh?
The guy said eat porridge, and I'm assuming that resolved the issue. But
Yeah.
constipation would suck.
All right, Wayne Lynch says, Steve, you're out to dinner with Lacey. You go to the bathroom. On your way back, you notice Enzo Amore talking to Lacey. He's chatting her up. What do you do? Do you know who Enzo is, right?
A wrestler.
He is a wrestler. That's good. Very good. I will show you Enzo Amore. He's the guy at the beginning
You
of
don't have
our.
a button?
He's the guy. No, sadly, none of the buttons work. He's the guy at the beginning of our intro.
Does he have the blondish hair?
You'll see. Shh. Just stop talking, you and me. Okay, here we go.
That guy?
That guy right
this
there.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy right
He's
there.
dope. I like him. He has a cool style.
Yeah. But the question is, what? Like, he's trying to hit on you. What would I do? Honestly,
He'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
I'd probably try to get like an interview with him or something.
I know.
Like,
You would not
I'm not.
care.
I don't know. I'm not
You would
worried
not
about.
care.
I'm not worried about that. That's not really a concern of mine. If it was like, I don't know.
But I wouldn't be starstruck either. I would just be like, "It's this guy." I'd be like, "Hey."
If it was, because I know what Lacey likes. Like, if it was any celebrity that she does like, I probably wouldn't even be concerned then. I'd be like, go have fun with them.
It would be Cumberbatch.
If Benedict Cumberbatch was chatting you up, I'd be like, well, that's cool. Go have fun with them. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
So cute.
And then bring me back a good story. That's what I would say.
I know. Because I even said the same thing. You had that one girl that you were like all about. And I was like, did you talk to her? Because she's local.
The local celebrity.
And like he saw her out and I was like, did you talk to her?
I was terrified.
So crazy.
I know.
I said, go ahead and talk to her.
I'm such a beta.
You should.
No, I couldn't though. That's the thing.
You would have been witty.
I would have been
she
okay.
She would have liked you.
I know, but she was like in the middle of other people's taking selfies with her, so I'd be like waiting there.
So you could have taken a selfie.
Could I have said, "You want a baked potato?" And bust
Didn't
the
somebody's like he has her on staff, and like somebody was like, "You want to suck my D?" Or something.
It was like on Instagram, and she posted something, and then in the comments, one guy said, "I want to come in."
Yeah, that was it. I was like,
why would you do that? You're so like the rudest person ever.
You were offended for her.
I know. I was like, why would you even do like what do you expect is gonna happen from that?
She was gonna say
yes.
yes.
She's gonna say, whoa, I've looked at your Instagram and I've decided that yes, I would love for you to come in me. What? That's not gonna happen.
I think just the shock value. I think maybe he wanted a response from her. And that would have been good.
And some people was like, I just want any response from
even
people.
If it's bad.
Yeah. Jack Dolan, what is the most overrated thing about being a parent? So what's overrated about being a parent? Like, you can't say, oh, because like they're so cute and you love them, because that's not overrated. That's really cool stuff. Like I think that's perfectly rated. It's great. What's overrated?
I don't know what that means, really.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of something about parenting that's like
it's overrated. Like I don't. You never hear like women go out and be like, "Oh, it was so great," blah blah blah.
Yeah,
usually it's like, "Oh, this week sucked."
Yeah. The only thing is that it's like, oh, oh, I love them so much. They're so cute. They remind me of me, or whatever it is. Nobody would say that's overrated. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's stumped me because it's not.
I'm stumped as well. Is there anything?
But I don't like to be like the one person that thinks that my child's so great over their child.
Oh, I never. That's a funny thing too. Like I never like some people like think of like, or they talk about like certain measuring sticks. Like, oh, he's doing this already. Oh, my kid's walking already. I'm like.
They're gonna all do
Look
that.
Look around. Lots of assholes walk. Anybody can walk.
Anybody can
like,
walk. They
eventually they're all gonna talk. Eventually they're all gonna walk. And if it's 2 months faster than anybody else's, you're not that special.
We'll just all
nobody's
work
gonna
it out.
remember. Do you remember when Alabama talked 2 months before so and so?
I know. I don't ever get that.
And then she's got like D's because you're still thinking about.
I know.
I don't
remember when she was.
How can you get this D when you were talking 2 months before other kids?
I know. I hate that so much. Or I don't know.
Like Bama totally could be potty trained by now. But like we haven't really had time. I think they're supposed to be doing it at her school. But if she's potty trained later than usual, whatever. I don't care.
I know. Like, it's not a big deal. Like we could have pushed it, but our schedule's like.
Yeah, I know. It's just kind of hard to do. And she's so bullheaded.
And she's like really stubborn and doesn't want to do that right now. And I'm not going to push her because it's like whatever. And she'll eventually. You don't see 10-year-olds walking around with diapers. So it eventually happens.
Like I think she's smart. I don't know. She could be dumb though. Like she's smart now, I think. But, you know, when it comes time to take her SATs, hopefully she's smart still.
I know.
Hopefully she moves past now. And then finally, from Daryl Takahashi, if you could see any dead music artist concert, who would it be?
Dead music artist.
Yeah, who's dead that you don't... I mean, for me, it's kind of obvious it'd be the Beatles.
Or, yeah, Lennon. Or...
I mean, two of them, John and George, are dead, so it'd be them back together. Who would you see that you'd want to see?
Janice.
Really? That's interesting. That's cool. I would also Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really cool going back and seeing like a Frank Sinatra. Or like even an Elvis. Mimi got to see Elvis.
But it was like Vegas Elvis.
I know. I think that might have been cooler. Like she said, it was really frustrating because he would stop. Like he would sing part of a song, stop, crack a bad joke, and then kind of pick it back up, and then never really like just peter out. He would never finish the song.
Yeah.
And so she was like, it was kind of annoying, and he was all fat and stuff. But I'm like, that's kind of most infamous Elvis right there, like at his worst.
I know. No, I'd want to see somebody like you know, like Tammy Wynette or like
well, she's
the
alive,
old.
isn't she?
No, she had a brain aneurysm like a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Who am I? Oh, I'm thinking of Loretta.
Loretta Lynn.
Yeah, I think so.
Or like, yeah. Cause Conway Twitty, somebody like that, the old timer country.
Cool. That'd be neat.
Cause I was gonna say George Jones, but did he pass already?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about him. I don't know about Waylon Jennings. Willie Nelson's still alive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Somebody like that would be dope. Like in like a cool dive bar or something. Not a real concert, just like a small venue.
Yeah.
That would be rad.
That'd be pretty cool.
So.
All right. Anyways, leave us some more questions in the comments, and of course, you patrons, thanks again for your questions. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Yay.